Hello, this recording is going to go through our compensation module that you can put into UKG Ready Inova. So in the compensation module, you will be able to, and let me show you the build side so you can kind of see this. Give me 1 second. In the compensation setup, so you can actually build some sort of compensation cycle. So inside of the cycle, of course, we will help you with this, but you will be able to notate who the cycle manager is. So who is the person that is going to deploy budget? What is the pay change reason for this cycle? What workflow you want, which we will help you with there too. And can they exceed the budget that you're giving to them? The second piece is you can do multiple things here. So you can do an annual raise along with a one-time bonus if you would like to. So in lieu of is what most of our clients do, where they do, instead of an annual raise, we're going to give you a one-time lump sum. And then lastly, on this side, you will be able to develop a merit matrix. This is where you can do a lot of things. So this is, you're kind of helping your managers in this scenario. I'm going to kind of show you an example here, but this merit matrix, your managers will be able to see. So if you use performance with us, this is what links. So when a performance review is finalized and your performance season is completed, you will be able to pull in all the scoring related to their performance reviews. What is their final scoring of those reviews? And then you could give them what their actual pay grade is versus the rating they received and give them some sort of guideline to what their raise should be. And that's what this matrix does. If you do not use performance with us, you don't have to use this at all. So this is just an option if you want to use it. If you want to involve your performance module with the system. But once that compensation setup is completed, what is going to happen is you will be able to tell your employees multiple things. So I'm going to go back to the compensation item in here. The compensation cycle, you will be able to do some sort of date. So you can say, I want it to open today and I want it to close on this day. Your managers will be able to see the compensation cycle related to them on the open date through the close date. And then you could tell the system, once it's all approved, when does this compensation go into effect? So that's what this section tells you. And this is all filtering criteria. If you want to use it, you can have multiple compensation cycles and different budgets for different cycles. So some clients decide to filter certain things if possible. But once this is built and we discuss with you how you want the workflow and how you want the comp cycle to work, then I want to show you what it's going to look like. So the very first thing is, as soon as this is completed, as soon as the compensation cycle is completed, it will go to whoever you put as the cycle manager. And that cycle manager can deploy budgets at that time. So they could come into compensation and say budget. And from here, they will be able to see the compensation cycles that you have deployed. And they could go into that cycle. And this is where they can deploy budgets as a whole. So you definitely can just do it 3%. This will be blank when you first come in here. I just put some data in here. But if you want to say, I want 3% across the board of the wages of their employees, you can do 3% across the board, or you could make allocations per manager. So if you want to make allocations per manager, you'll just click on the manager and you could give them either a dollar amount or a percentage amount. And then you will update the budget. And at that point, when your budget is decided upon, it will look at all your eligible wages and tell the manager how much in total that they have for their budget. And then as of the cycle date start, that's when your managers will be alerted to start filling in their spreadsheet. So from a manager perspective, I want to show you that. So from the menu, we can set up a dashboard for this too. We usually do, but from the menu, your managers will be able to say worksheet. And they will come into the worksheet that's provided to them. I'm going to go into Kathy's here. And they will be able to see all their employees below. So this person has 27 employees. That's usually not normal, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 employees down here. They'll be able to see all their employees and their total budget at the top. So their total budget is just taking whatever you allocate to them in dollar or percentage and giving them the eligible wages that are available to be put into the spreadsheet for raises. So at this point, what they'll do is go through each employee, and they have a lot of data to make some decisions. They could look at what job they're in currently, what they currently are making, what hourly or salaried, what their last increase was, what their last percentage increase was. So they have a lot of good data before they have to make decisions. And from here, they just fill out what makes sense. And as you can see at the top, I already said I want a 3% raise for Paul, and it automatically calculated the eligible wages and put it in the system. So for example, I'm going to walk through one here. If you look at James, his current wages is $120,000. Let's just say you want to give this person a 2% raise. It automatically will calculate that and you could save it. So your managers could come back any day and finish this. Sometimes clients have managers do this for a couple weeks and make sure all their budgets get filled with that. And as they save it, they will be able to see how much they have left over as they go through. And then once they are done with the compensation spreadsheet, they could send it through an approval process. And when they send it through the approval process, that is completely up to you how you want that workflow to run. So most clients, they will actually have it go to the CFO, they'll have it go to multiple places before. And then once that final approval is complete, it will automatically update the system for their new base compensation or their new one-time bonus. So you don't have to enter it into the system. It'll just take that payment effective date that I showed you earlier and effective date the raises as of that date. So once that payroll hits, it will just flow right in. So one more thing before this demo is complete, they also can view that guideline I showed you. This is not so pretty. Of course, we make it pretty, but if you want, we could have the system flag those increases. So for example, if Larry got a performance review of 5, like he did great, and he has a pay grade that he's only like a mid in, then it can just show that this person still has this much on the pay grade and that the compensation can go up. So that's really how those matrices, the merit matrices work. But let us know if you have any questions, but pretty much that's how the compensation module works. If you have any other questions regarding this, please reach out to your sales consultant. All right, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.